We're going to talk about Sonic 2.
Sonic.
Non-spoiler, though. We don't want to spoil it for
He
anyone.
can really move.
Sonic.
He's got an attitude.
He's the fastest thing alive. That's a little Easter egg for anyone who saw the cartoon. So yeah, we got a chance to watch Sonic on opening day. The theater was packed, obviously, because it made 72 million on just this weekend alone. That was really hyped to see. And Zach was coming over from like the initial role of, all right, I just saw part 1. Let's go right into part 2. And I think, I could just say without any spoilers, we're all in agreement that this movie was pretty damn great. Like really awesome stuff.
It was very fun.
We had a packed theater in the Dolby screening, and even the kids that were in there. I've never had a screening where there's a bunch of kids, and they were all like super excited. They were yelling, like in a good way, like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, like they're just like all impressed, like, "Wow, look at Tails!" I was like, "Man, you know who that is? I'm so happy that you know who this is." Like, and just the characterization of Tails. Even Knuckles, like we were all kind of like, I mean, Idris Elba's got the star power, but is there going to be an actual full-fledged character behind the voice acting? And without spoilers, yes, like he does a really great job. Like it's
probably
great.
one of the best parts was Knuckles being played by Idris Elba,
Yes,
along with Jim Carrey.
those are stairs. Yeah, like those. It is awesome. Jim Carrey again, like going full send. There are some great Easter eggs for people who have played any of the series of games, anything from like you'll see names of stuff that are overt callbacks to levels, to games themselves, and as well as level designs. But nothing's completely like on the nose of like it's not done in a way that's like, oh, you remember this? Look, member berries. Like it's just not that's just nostalgia for nostalgia's sake. I feel like it's done very tastefully for a good entertainment value, but at the same time, it's cool, like if you recognize the bit or recognize the gag or the callback from the entire series. I thought it was really cool. Like, I know, like that's going into even like little bits of the music. I don't know if anybody caught some of those. I know because Anthony's usually big on that. Yeah, the ringtone for sure. There's a scene that has I would just say there's a reference to a meme. That's a little bit towards the beginning of the movie. Keep an eye out for it. I mean, you can't really miss it if you're looking at the screen. But I think it was done well. Even like a lot of the human actors, there's a section that like is a bit more on the human side, but I think it was still done well. Just, given the fact that, hey, we're giving them more material and more things to work on and play around. I think it was good.
Yeah, I liked it. It was a fun movie. I think I liked it a little better than the first one. The CG was great. Knuckles looked really cool, just the way I would want him to look. Just being a fan of the old games from way back in the day, like 80 years ago.
Yeah, he's not the top heavy one from like that most recent like CG cartoon. Do you remember that?
We could forget about that.
Yeah,
one.
we kind of could. Yeah,
but no, yeah, and good thing that the first one was pretty popular, and I'm assuming this one got more budget. They have 3 fully CGI characters interacting with the actors, so they're able to beef up what they did in the first one, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun.
But made more opening weekend than Sonic 1.
Oh yeah,
it now holds the record.
I think it doubled what.
No, the first one was like 50 something. This one is 72.
Like 70.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this Sonic 2 now goes on record saying that, goes on record being the best opening for a movie based off of a video game, like hands down.
Well deserved.
Well, exactly, definitely well deserved.
Eat that, Mario.
So going back, how far we've come. I think it thankfully started with like Detective Pikachu, and being able to kind of start off as having something being really great. And then now we got the first Sonic movie. I mean, the internet kind of bullied the studio and the production team to fix the animation.
Good thing they did.
But
yes, good thing they did.
Yeah.
The best part of that is knowing that they actually
listened,
took the time to fix it, change it, and
part of me still thinks it was done on purpose.
As like a test.
I think they always had like the other version that we know of now
ready to go,
and they did that as a test, and they were like, "Yeah, forget it. We got to go with the other one."
Yeah, because we got to go back.
They turned it around and fixed it in
The
quotes
whole
pretty
movie.
quickly.
The movie got delayed a couple months,
Yeah.
but
A couple
it was.
months, but you're talking
It was
about
like
a
6
CG
months.
character that's in probably the majority of the movie. For you to just turn it around and fix it the way they did in just a few months, I don't know.
They got reanimated.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm curious how Knuckles and Tails would have looked like
The real
Please don't.
in that type of animation.
That is more nightmare fuel I don't need. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Please don't. Yeah. It was, again, really great. Everybody did their parts really well. Again, we talk about Idris Elba, and we talk about, I forget this actress's name who plays Tails, and obviously Jim Carrey, but James Marsden, has a cool like kind of centering father figure to Sonic. I think he's done really well. The actress who plays his wife, she's cool. She has her own like fun moments. The actress who plays her sister, she's
In the wedding, she was
she's
pretty
great.
funny.
She's freaking great. Yeah, I love it. Like they gave her more stuff to do, which initially is like, man, did we have to give too much time to them? But then looking
they
back,
didn't,
I was
they
like,
didn't have to, but
Like we didn't
you
need
also
it,
have to pay
but
these actors to do something.
yeah,
it was fun.
It was like, you know what? I thoroughly enjoyed it. And she had that. Yeah, there's some bit that's just like, oh, that was really cool. And I think big credit also goes to Ben Schwartz. Over the years, he's been doing a couple more voice acting stuff, and he's done a pretty great job. Like just low key's been doing a lot of fun stuff. He's one of the better parts of Space Force on Netflix. He obviously is John Ralphio and is amazing in Parks and Rec, but he's also on Apple TV Plus's The After Party. Great stuff. He has like a whole like musical bit type of episode, which is really cool. And if you haven't gotten a chance to, I think Disney Plus has it all. You need to watch the reboot of DuckTales. I'm sorry. Is it DuckTales? Yeah. Woo. Sorry. That show's amazing, and just like the creators and the production team behind Sonic, these people had a great respect for the characters in the story. And Ben Schwartz plays Dewey, so he's the blue triplet of the Donald's three nephews. And yeah, he has that kind of like adventurous but a big boastful type of attitude that he really takes and channels into Sonic, which is funny because they're both blue characters in a certain sense. And he's doing great work, so I'm really happy for him that he's being able to kind of spread out and kind of cement himself in a couple of different mediums to kind of really keep this going. And I wish him a whole lot more great and fun projects because dude's great.